It's good. It's your boy, 250. I need to get something off my chest. Before I get into that, let me shout out my people. Shout out Straight Shot Battle Rap. Shout out to Operation Battle Rap, War Room Sports, PT, John Rhines, Chris Unbiased Review, Angry Fan, all the battle rap debate groups on Facebook, on Google Plus, everybody that supports the battle rap culture. I want to say that one more time. Shout out to everyone that supports the battle rap culture. Okay. I haven't said that. I got some stuff to talk about. The past couple of days, haters have been coming at me, and it's two in particular, who shall remain nameless. I'm pretty sure if they're really serious, like they seem to be, they'll see this and they'll continue commenting and they'll continue digging their hole, all the way through the earth until they emerge in China. It is what it is. Niggas gonna hate, and I specifically said niggas for a reason. By the time I get to the end of this, you'll understand. So it has been said that I am against African Americans. Me, this dude right here. I am against African Americans. And that I am king crab in a barrel. Me, your boy, is king crab in a barrel. First and foremost, I appreciate the props. I really do. I really do, because stating that I'm king crab in a barrel is basically saying that you must feel that I have a whole lot of influence and a whole lot of power and just I've got to be that dude, to be not just a crab in the barrel, but the king crab in the barrel. I just, whatever I say, if I say something negative, it just is accepted as fact. Niggas, do niggas even listen to what they say? Do they think about what they say before they say it? Just niggas. Let me address that real quick. Now all of this, let me state this. I should have stated this in the beginning. All of this is concerning the last video I did addressing the UW and Lux about what Hollow tweeted, saying that the battle between him and Lux would never be put on YouTube, and how UW then tweeted that the event would never be put on YouTube. And I came out, as well as a few other people, that I'm familiar with, came out and stated that they felt as though that was a bad idea. However, I'm the king crab in the barrel. So I guess the belief is that I put this idea in everybody's head, considering that I'm the king. Hey, I'll take the king title, but crab in a barrel, First of all, I'm not against African Americans. Okay, I'm against personally being called an African American for quite a few reasons. I'm a black man. Anyone who chooses to be referred to as an African American, that's your business. I'm not gonna tell you that you're wrong or any of that. That's your choice. I just choose differently. I'm an American and I'm a black man. Why do I have to be a hyphenated American? And African American doesn't necessarily mean black. There are African Americans who are not black. Look into it. There are white people that were born in South Africa that are now American citizens. They are African American, but they're not black. So look into that, niggas. Anyway, moving right along. Beyond the king crab in a barrel statement, these people also have stated that this card, the high stakes card that the UW is putting out, 4 battles deep. Four battles deep. What is it? It's Lux versus Hollow. It's Calico versus Surf. It's O-Red versus Hitman, and Daylight versus B Magic. Okay, four battles. This is the dream card. This is a dream card. And they point that out because of the fact that I said that that's Mrs. 250 right there. They said that because of the fact that I brought up King of the Dot and how they do their pay-per-views and how for $20, $25, they give you 2 days worth of battles. To which they responded, they give you 2 days worth of mediocre battles. And then they said they throw a couple of URL names up in there to basically make it worth watching. Okay, now that's spoken like a true URL stan. A true URL stan. Basically, that's about the most ridiculous nonsense that I've ever heard. First of all, let's be realistic. The URL is a league. The URL does not own anyone. There's no one that is signed to the URL. It's just fact. I mean, once again, shout out to Chris Unbiased. If you look at the Beasley Untold Truth, even he stated the URL does not own the rights to not one battle rapper. Not one. Okay, they provide a medium. They provide they provide venues. They provide a place for these people to showcase their talent. But that's it. They have contracts for events. They don't have contracts for artist management. So to say somebody is a URL battle rapper, that's you're a URL stan. You know, you're one of those people that has that idea that if it's not URL, it doesn't matter. You know, you're one of those people that got in Daylight's head, got in Daylight's ear, and said, "Oh, it doesn't matter if it's not on the URL stage, it doesn't count." You know, if it doesn't have the URL behind it, it doesn't count. That's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. If you look at 2013 and you look at what the URL produced in 2013 and you compare it to what other leagues produce, I mean, let's just stick with King of the Dot for 2013. The battles, the events that King of the Dot produced for 2013 were so much better than what the URL was putting out for 2013. And they were using some of the same battle rappers. I mean, Clip's best performances were not in the URL in 2013. They just weren't. That's just fact. You know, even DNA, I could say DNA's best performance of 2013 was probably his battle against Sharon. That was a King of the Dot battle. You know, everybody was showing out for other leagues, where for URL it wasn't happening. Even Summer Madness 3, the best battle of Summer Madness 3 was probably Calico versus T-Rex. You know, outside of Calico versus T-Rex, you have Jazz versus Miss Hustle, and even that was a little, you know, due to the issues with Jazz's mic. You know, just anyway, because now I'm getting more on specific battles, and I don't want to do that. That's not why I'm here today. But these dudes are really coming at my neck because of how I feel about this whole UW excluding YouTube thing, and you know, saying that this makes me against black people and that I'm against thinking outside of the box, and that couldn't be further from the truth. It's like, how can you, as a battle rap fan, or let's take it outside of battle rap, how could you, as a fan of any sport, you know, any entertainment event or whatever that has basically gotten where it is today as a result of YouTube exposure, think that the next step, you know, is to exclude YouTube? Niggas, that's not a step forward. That's a step back. Even if they decide we're going to do the pay-per-view, we're going to have the event, you know, we're going to get this money from the pay-per-view. We're going to get this money from the actual event. And then do like Smack does. We're going to release the battles on YouTube at a later undisclosed date. And we're going to stagger it. I mean, even if they were to have the event January 26th, and then the first high stakes battle isn't released on YouTube until 3-4 months later. Okay. At that point, you've gotten everything you're going to get out of that. UW, and I doubt this is going to change, UW does not have a lot of events. So it's not like they're gonna have they're gonna have this event in January, and then they're gonna have another event in February, and then they're gonna have another event in March. How many events did UW have in 2013? You can count the events UW had in 2013 on one hand. You mean to tell me they can't take these 4 battles, these 4 dream card battles, and get all the money they can get from the actual event at the time that it comes out, and then stagger the release of these battles on YouTube for the rest of the viewing world over 12 months? They really can't do that? That's really going to hurt them in some way? What about the battle rap fans who, you know, let's go outside of those who can't afford to get the pay-per-view? Because everybody's response to that is, oh, well, you've had 3 months, you could save $10 a month, blah, blah, blah. People don't have other priorities. You know, they just, I'm going to put this $10 aside for this event. Let's go outside of that. Everybody has a life. Everybody, even homeless people have lives. Okay. Now, let's say life events take you away from your home, from computer access on January 26th. I guess you just screwed. You know, we're not thinking about these people. We're not thinking about the people that have to work on January 26th. Oh well, guess they just miss out. You know, we're not thinking about the possibility of somebody getting hurt, being in the hospital on January 26th. Somebody and somebody's family getting hurt. You know, there any number of things could happen that stop you from being able to attend an event or view an event online the day of. But you guys don't want to take any of that into consideration. Then you have the fact that you have people that if these battles live up to the hype, they're going to want to watch these battles again and again. And I mean, let's look at my man Jimmy Williams, JW, the Blueprint. Shout. Now, when did JC versus Chilla drop? That was late 2012. To this day, Jimmy still watches that battle. because it was a dope battle. I mean, it is what it is. It was a dope battle. There are times I still watch Lux versus Mook. That was years ago, but it was a dope battle. You know, there are times I still watch. I will admit, I still watch the first round, the first round of Lux versus Miles. You know, there are battles that, I mean, people continuously watch. And battle rappers care about views. They care about winning at the event. They care about winning in the building, but they also care about views. I mean, that's how they build their fan base. Their fan base is not just people that show up at the events. Their fans are also people that watch these battles on YouTube. People that follow them because of what they've seen on YouTube. So how do you exclude? Nobody else excludes YouTube. Nobody else excludes YouTube. The MMA, NFL, NBA, there are things. ESPN puts stuff on YouTube. But the way you guys believe for battle rap to move forward is to exclude YouTube? That doesn't even make sense. And then for me to say that makes me against black people? That doesn't make sense. That makes me king crab in a barrel? That doesn't even make sense. What makes sense is that you guys are haters looking for a reason to complain about something. And because I'm saying something that I guess you view as unpopular, or maybe you don't view it as unpopular, maybe you view it as the popular opinion, and that's what makes me the king crab in the barrel. Because maybe I'm the first person you saw speak on this before you found out that it was the popular opinion. And that means it must have came from me. So here I am, king, crab in the barrel, influencing the battle rap community. At no point did I ever say, don't support UW. At no point did I ever say, don't support the high stakes. I even said, I plan on getting the pay-per-view. I still support UW. But that doesn't mean that I can't come out and say, I think this is a bad idea. Because I think it's a bad idea. And this backs that up. Hip Hop DX apparently spoke to Lux's publicist, which to me is just like, that's a totally different subject. I'm not even going to go into that. But they spoke to Lux's publicist, who says that the high stakes battles will be released on YouTube later in the year. Now, of course, this is a publicist for Lux, not a publicist for UW, and it's UW's event. But just the fact that somebody representing one of the battlers from this event is stating this, you know, makes it sound like, makes it feasible that someone somewhere rethought this and said, you know what, this really isn't the greatest idea. But I guess that's because King Crab in a Barrel got on YouTube and spoke on it, right? I mean, really, is there anything else that needs to be said about this? Is there anything else that needs to be put out there to wake you haters up? I mean, if you want to hate on me, go ahead. What do I always say? You need haters. Because you need that opposition to keep your grind going. So if you want to hate, go ahead and hate. All I ask is that you hate objectively and intelligently. Because when you hate stupidly, this is what you're going to get. I'm going to point out the flaws in your argument because that's what I do. I'm going to keep it 250 because that's what I do. Stating that they were going to withhold these battles from YouTube, it was a bad idea. Stating that I'm king crab in a barrel because I put my opinion out there that I was against that, that was a bad idea. Saying that I'm against African Americans, it's like you even said in your statement, I didn't say that you were against the pay-per-view. I said you're against African Americans. If I was against black people, I don't even want to say that anymore. I'm not saying that I'm against black people. It's just about the most ridiculous statement ever. You can't even find anything to back that idea up. I'm against black people because I stated that withholding the battles from YouTube, not ever posting the battles on YouTube, was a bad idea, so that makes me against black people? That makes it sound like you're saying the only way for black people to get any exposure is to not use YouTube. And since I'm telling them that they need to use YouTube, then that means I'm against what? That doesn't even make sense. Where do you get the idea that I'm against black people? That's just dumb. I'm done. You fools out there. Like I said, I'm not even going to say your names. You know who you are. You fools out there. Y'all need to wake up. Y'all really need to wake up. It's your boy 250. The Black Man. I'm done.